LegacyMaker, the All Sports Network.
Hello everybody, Darrell Owens, LegacyMaker Sports Network, and this is another LegacyMaker Sports News Update. This one is for October the 15th and the 16th. And this time we're actually going to include October the 13th because we do have a Commanders update in their Week 6 matchup against the Chicago Bears from Chicago. Now, before we take you to Chicago to tell you how things went down in Chicago, we also are going to break down the Spiders matchup against ranked Villanova, which was a great matchup for Robins Stadium. So before we take you there, we're going to head to Chicago first to talk about the Commanders and the Bears. Let's head to Chi-Town. Well, we head to Chicago as the Washington Commanders took on the Chicago Bears. And this matchup was a slow, grinding pace matchup all the way through. The first points of the game didn't come into the second quarter when Joey Slye would knock in a 38-yard field goal. In the third quarter, Dante Pettis would catch a 40-yard pass from Justin Fields and make it a 7-3 game. Joey Slye in the fourth quarter, tackling a 28-yard field goal, making it a 7-6 game for the Bears. And then a huge mistake by the Bears special team, muffed the punt inside of the 6-yard line, where Brian Robinson would capitalize and put the go-ahead touchdown as the Commanders would win this one 12-7. It was a crazy week for the Commanders coming into that contest, just trying to get over all the controversies with the quarterback situation with Ron Rivera, but they were able to figure out a way to get the win. Now, they may be without Carson Wentz for the next couple of weeks, so next week we could see Taylor Heinicke take the role as a starter against the Green Bay Packers from FedEx Field. So now we take you to Richmond and Robins Stadium, where the Richmond Spiders would take on the Villanova Wildcats. Villanova started this contest in the first quarter with a 13-yard touchdown from Connor Watkins. Then in the second quarter, Reese Udinski will put in a 1-yard touchdown run for Richmond to make this a 7-7 game. With 7 minutes and 4 seconds left in the second, Matthew Marculio would hit a 24-yard field goal to give Villanova a 10-7 lead. And from that point on, it was all Richmond. Connor Devernay was get a 6-yard touchdown pass from Reese Udinski to make it 14-10. And then Richmond kicker Andrew Lopez would knock in a 31-yard field goal and a 37-yard field goal to give Richmond a 20-10 victory over ranked Villanova. What a game for the Spiders. They moved to 4-2 on the season. And next week, Richmond will head down to Hampton to take on the Pirates for the first time in CAA competition. Now, here are the rest of the scores from around the Commonwealth. Richmond with a 20-10 victory over Villanova. Miami defeats Virginia Tech 20-14. Virginia Tech is now 2-5 on the season. Hampton with a big win over Albany, winning 38-37. Georgia Southern gives JMU their first loss of the season, 45-38. Virginia Union wins 27-24. They are 7-0 and potentially the best team in the state of Virginia. Shawan would beat Virginia State 43-40. Liberty defeated Gardner-Webb 21-20. ODU defeating the undefeated Coastal Carolina team 49-21. Delaware State would defeat Norfolk State 28-7. Chattanooga defeating VMI 41-13. All right, everybody, that is it for the LegacyMaker Sports News Update for October the 15th, 16th, and technically the 13th. Once again, thank you all for tuning in for another edition. We'll be back next week to bring you another Commanders update. Next week, they take on the Green Bay Packers from FedEx Field, so we'll bring you that, as well as we got some other action as UVA will take on Georgia Tech, and more from around the Commonwealth. Once again, everybody, I'm your man, Darrell Owens. Thank you all for tuning in to the LegacyMaker Sports News Update.